Bobby too, welcome to another video. Today I'm doing another trade recap. How I made $800 times my 5 toss up SFA accounts, which comes out to about $4,000. I made 808, so that's what $4,032. I want to $4,040. So yeah, this is how I did it today. I took like two trades, 2.5 trades. I break it down. So I took an overnight swing from last night. I'll break that trade down first. That was my first trade. That put me up $100 going into the morning off rip. I took a 1 contract NQ long. I took this overnight. I seen this last night as I was doing my charting. We were probably like right here. We inverse this hourly. We had the previous day's high. That's what I was targeting. I ended up taking a 1 contract long, targeting that with my stop beneath. My stop was beneath this low right here. So pretty decent risk to reward. Took it to the previous day's high. Woke up, that hit take profit. Pretty good feeling. That was my first trade, maybe like $105, nothing crazy, but it was something. So that was my first trade. From there, going into the morning, I was really just very patient. I noticed that we were respecting this 15-minute. I wanted to see data lows get attacked, but we did end up taking that right off of open. I was hesitant on taking this short, but I was like, it's against my rules. I said I don't want to trade, first 5 minutes of open. I'm not gonna do it. So I didn't take that trade. I let it go past. We did end up putting in this SMT at the data low. So I was really just kind of waiting for a reversal model, because if you come here and look at DXY was very bearish going into the morning, very bearish throughout, just the overnight session. So I was expecting us to get bought up. However, NQ was just selling. NQ was very bearish. ES was very hesitant, just chopping up. So in my mind, this is some type of manipulation move. We're going to get a reversal eventually, just because of how weak DXY was, and also YM was getting bought up heavily. YM was very bullish. ES was bullish. NQ was the only one that wasn't on correlation. DXY was bearish. Same with NQ. And usually if DXY is moving one way, NQ and ES should move the opposite direction. They are inverse correlated. So we should have been seeing both pairs getting bought up. But since NQ was getting sold, I was anticipating some type of reversal, some type of, manipulation move. And that's exactly what we got. Once I recognized that SMT was still in place after ES was just chopping up, ES was looking terrible, honestly. This barcode was up until 950. I was like, okay, since this SMT is still in place, we are respecting this hourly imbalance. We got this change in the state right here. Ended up taking a long pyramid on this trade as well, and initially entered with 4 contracts. My stop down here risk was like $200. Wanting to see initially this high right here. This was my first profit take level. Or no, I'm lying. The first PT was this 5-minute volume imbalance. It was a little bit above that high. This is my first PT. Yeah, that was my first PT. I ended up pyramiding on this position as we got this displacement candle through this high. So my stop, then I tightened it to beneath this imbalance, because I didn't really want to see it come back below there. First PT was here at this order block, just because, ES was a lot closer to that 830 or to the 930 high. I didn't know if we were going to put in an SMT and then have NQ start to reverse, since ES already took the high. So I wanted to be more aggressive with my take profits today, especially since I did pyramid as well. You don't really want to mess that up, I'll say. So yeah, that was my initial take profit level. I left the runners to go to the 930 high. I did leave one more to see we were going to go to, the 8 a.m. high. However, I did end up getting stopped out. As I seen we're starting to respect it, I ended up closing like right here. Once we were respecting that 15-minute imbalance that we were previously holding, I ended up closing that. So yeah, that was my like first technical. Well, no, I took one other trade, but I got break even down it. I took a short like I think on this candle right here, but we hit my break even point, and then we ended up coming and stopping me at break even right after. So because I didn't want to see us sell into this imbalance, but we did have equal lows resting beneath us, that I had my stop at break even point. That's where I was going to move it to, just because I didn't really want to see us start to, I didn't want to see us take that low and then instantly reverse. So I moved my stop to break even right there, or it might have been like here. There's one of these areas. So I got stopped at break even right there, targeting some equal lows. But this don't look like a bad short either. But so yeah, that was like this was like my second trade of the day. That put me up $699 on the day. I did end up taking this little scalp long right after. Low size. Took this long right here at 1030 up to these highs, made me an extra $100. So yeah, not mad at it at all. Up little bit over $4,000 on the day. Very good day today. Was patient, executed on what we know works. So very happy with how today came out, how we ended today. Tomorrow is Friday. Going to look to continue this momentum going into tomorrow. And yeah, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Catch y'all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. Peace out. Another thing too, I took all these trades on live. So if y'all doing take these trades with me, y'all want to hear my insight, hear my analysis as I'm just reading the markets, it is all for free on my YouTube. So yeah, that will be. Make sure y'all tune into that as well. If y'all are watching, tune into them things. I go live every morning around 9:20, 9:25. I like to get on 5 to 10 minutes before market opens. And yeah, it's the last thing. I will catch you on the next one though. Peace out.